This is actual stats.
All right, stream should be live.
Let's go.
Yep, we are live. I can see the live and it's showing what I wanted to see, so that's perfect. Love to see it.
All right,
Um,
we're in, baby.
and then the kick one is also working. All right.
All
Love to
right.
see it. We're live. So we're here for Clash Royale balance changes. And we're gonna do a little bit of 2v2 action. First card up on the board is Berserker. So I've got Swaggy with me here to talk about it. He's Ultimate Champion before, so he's a solid player.
I know at least one thing.
He's been around the block before. So let's just
Yep.
Berserker nerf. What are the thoughts on that one?
Yeah. I mean, undeniably has been kind of a nasty card lately. It's like almost guaranteed value just because the attack speed is so efficient against a lot of splash cards, and also it can be used as a mini tank against like mini P, Prince, all sorts of things. So really hard not to get value with it. I think they're just trying to make it a little less popular of a cycle bridge spam deck voice right now, and kind of bring in a few other options. So I mean, I think it's the right choice, but I'm glad that they kept it small because anything too crazy in the Berserker is just going to disappear, which is where it was when it started.
I agree completely. I mean, I think it's a small enough nerf that a lot of people probably aren't going to notice it, and a lot of people probably won't even realize it's
Probably
nerfed.
not. Yeah, it's not going to change a whole lot of interactions. It'll just make it a little less OP against like Witch or Wizard,
Yep. The
or in
berry,
for other example.
the berry nerf is kind of the next one with his health, and I think what's interesting about that is and we'll talk about this later, but the cannon is also being nerfed to where it's still going to one shot the berry.
I
So I think
see that like
that's
perfectly.
interesting that they've used that, and then the goblin machine also is being nerfed just to where it is still one tapping the berry. So I think that's probably on
That's
purpose by
funny.
Supercell. But that was something that I had kind of realized. I was like, oh, this is a lot of guys kind of being knocked down to that same health damage range on that. I
It's
think,
an interesting low zone.
yeah, this is going to hurt the berry pretty well. Like, I think we're going to be seeing a lot of more firecrackers, and then a lot more, just kind of a fire spirit thrown into a lot of decks.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, kind of a crazy choice. I don't think it was really that good. I mean, it was solid, but it wasn't great. I don't think in the current meta. But I guess if they're nerfing other things down with it, it might not be as big of a deal as I think it is.
Yeah, and maybe again. I mean, I feel like I wasn't playing a whole lot of berries. I think a big point of the nerfing
Yeah,
on
hardly
him
ever.
was he was just in uh, a lot of more free to play goblin giant guys use the berry. So kind of, I think the
Oh yeah.
purpose of this balance change here in October is we're gonna kind of get more into a bait instead of a beatdown meta, and we're gonna kind of lose our goblin giant type decks. I think those are gonna be blown to oblivion. We'll get to that obviously when we get to that.
Yeah.
The main man next up on the board is the Furnace.
Oh man,
6 weeks
poor
ago,
Furnace.
this guy was the man. You were building the cheapest
92% of
possible,
decks, I
yeah,
think.
yeah, building the cheapest possible deck to put in with the Furnace, and set it up where you're just hounding fools with that guy. So they're switching his movement speed from slow to medium, which means you're not going to be able to get as much value when you play him in the back. I think right now you get like 2.5 spirits if you play him in the back guaranteed. That's gonna probably be one, right? Is that what you're probably thinking on that?
Yeah, at least before he can start getting countered. Yeah, it's pretty big deal, I think, because like he was almost like a building with how slow he moved before, because how much value you could get out of all the spirits and stuff. So they're definitely kind of like normalizing the Furnace, in my opinion, to be a lot more like the other cards in his like similar type, like card value type, like range DPS.
Yeah, I agree. I think I know I'm tired of playing it. Furnace is in all the decks I
Yeah,
use. I'm sick of it, and I think kind of a
yeah,
lot of people are sick of it. So we want to kind of put it to where it's more of a 50%, 48% usage rate. Like put it back down, not quite to where the
that would
original
be
Furnace
nice.
was, but put it to where it's not every game you're playing it. Or if you want to be top 1,000, top Ultimate Champion 15K, you gotta play a Furnace. So I think it's going to be rough, and it'll probably get a buff here again in two
Yeah,
months.
yeah.
But
I mean, I don't know. There might be some interactions that are improved by a movement speed buff, and so
that
it might not even be all
yeah,
bad. It'll just change. You just won't be able to use it like the same as you used to be able to use it. It's just like a guaranteed
and
good play if you played it
I
back.
yeah, the rework on this was so insane that we're just going to he's gonna have to find his place, and right now his place isn't where a lot of people kind of want it. Next up is the drill. Uh, this one I saw, and this is always kind of how a lot of these balance changes go, where a lot of people will sit here and go, "Why is this card getting a buff? Nobody uses it," and then other people will be like, "This card's really good; it should get a buff." And it's Clash Royale is a unique game where you got two guys can have very different experiences on Clash Royale. And I think Goblin Drill you see a lot more
That's
of
true.
once you hit 15k, once you hit Ultimate Champion, and you can kind of see how broken a card is that can just get on the tower and do damage. That first Goblin every time is almost always getting a hit no matter how good your defense is. So I think this is going to end up being a nerf that affects high-end, top-level, we're not going to probably be seeing as much drill in those, big tournaments. But it's not going to affect, that under 15k, that under probably grand champion league. Like
Yeah,
that area is not going to be affected by that. What do you kind of think about the drill?
yeah, yeah. It's one of those things. The chip damage is the OP part of the drill once you get high in the rankings or whatever. So yeah, this was definitely the right call. I mean, they are able to take away the chippiness, kind of, I think, and but it's still gonna, like, once you get past that first spawn, then the spawn rate is the same. It's like a regular spawn rate. So that probably isn't really like the average player who plays the drill to get, multiple goblins on the board and like legit value out of it. Maybe by putting a tank at the bridge or something, like those guys aren't really going to notice. So it's not even that crazy of a nerf, in my opinion. It's kind of like the spear goblins nerf, where they slowed down the first throw time by like 0.2 seconds or something. Like I didn't. It's annoying sometimes because like spear golems at the bridge doesn't get value like it used to, but it still does. So I don't know. I don't think it was that bad of a nerf.
I agree. Again, I think it's going to be, you know, very small. But 99% of Clash Royale players aren't going to notice this one. Similar kind of with the
Yep.
Berserker.
Yep.
Even
And
though
the
it
Goblin
is
Hut. Looking at it.
25%. Goblin Hut, I think, is the same. It's definitely needed a nerf. I feel like Goblin Hut is super good. I don't really play it a whole lot, but I do think when I play it, it's always like,
It's
okay,
pretty nasty.
when they switched it to 4 elixir, and then that really kind of made it pretty good. But yeah, just a simple um, health nerf on this one. I don't think there's really any
Yep.
interactions that change. Like it's obviously not in the
Uh,
rocket lightning cycle, kind of on that end. Um, and
yeah.
then
It's.
we
I
yeah.
mean, it's fine. Yeah. I don't really
Yeah,
care about that one.
it's still a little buff. Then we get to the big guy. And this is, the people have wanted it. This card has already been nerfed in this season already. It got emergency nerfed at the very start of the season. Um, the big fella, the big chungus, the big kahuna, the bane of everybody's existence, the guy that either gets you to Ultimate Champion or keeps you from Ultimate Champion, the Goblin Giant is getting nerfed. And he's not just getting nerfed, he is getting annihilated. So keep in mind, he was already nerfed at the start of September, and we're hitting him again with another one. Spear Goblins were also nerfed at the beginning of September, which is,
Yep.
those are the guys on his backs there. So we're going to be hitting him with 200 health nerf. That's 7%. So that's a decent chunk of his health, you know, like that's a pretty good spot. The backpack range going down to 5, I would have to kind of look and see if there are now some cards that outrange those Spirit Goblins. I mean, the Dark Goblin's obviously going to probably
Oh
be in
yeah.
that position, where you're going to be able to, you know, play your Dark Goblin a little safer now and defend probably
Yeah, I'd
more.
say
Yeah, go ahead.
that was probably the big part of the Gob Giant nerf was the backpack range. That's gonna be tough for it,
Yeah,
and the first hit time, but the range is
the the
gonna change a lot, I think.
combination of the two is going to be big because now they have to be
Yeah,
closer to get into this time frame, you know. So
that's true. Yep,
that's
exactly.
big. I think we're going to see this guy fall pretty hard out of the meta. We're going to
Yeah,
not be seeing Goblin Giants. Everybody that bought the Evo Goblin Giant, you know, I did it. Yeah, I bought it. That money is gone forever.
I would
Sorry
never do
about it,
such a
buddy.
thing.
Yeah, you probably did it
They'll
too.
probably rebuff it someday later. That's
Yeah,
that's the life.
it'll be like a February, March thing though. But
Yeah,
so that's the big
but
takeaway I would think probably on this. Do you have anything else to say on the Goblin Giant?
yeah, I mean, you can just look at the rest of the changes, and you can see I mean, they're hitting this specific deck really hard, and that's just, you know, it's gonna be that. I feel like the Gob Giant kind of was mostly inside of that one meta deck that we all hated. At least I hated,
Yeah,
and
and
also
that's
played.
the Gob
So
Giant,
now that
Pekka,
this
Gob
deck's kind
Giant,
of
and Gob
deadish,
Giant.
yeah, yeah, it's gonna be not too popular of a deck if I had to guess.
Yeah,
Rocket
I
damage buff on the Gob machine is
Yep.
diabolical.
And that's where we're gonna get to next. The Goblin Machine, which is a card that's really only you only ever see him with the Goblin Giant.
Yeah,
So
or
I
Golem. I've
think
seen him in quite a few
he's
Golem decks
yeah,
actually recently.
the Golem buff has made that. So
Yeah, Golem is crazy right now.
but I think he's gonna lose that. This is gonna be, you know, a bottom 10, bottom 20 card. Uh
I do kind
next
of agree,
next
unfortunately.
season
I
because
liked his buffs from the summer, so I'm kind of sad about it.
yeah, this was a card that I didn't use until 2 seasons ago, and then he ended up doing as good with this. This deck was insane. This is a deck that people will talk about for years. They'll look back on
Yeah,
this moment with either,
generational.
you know, joy or hatred, and that's gonna kind of be what that's gonna
A
look
little bit.
like. But yeah, this is going to be a brutal. I mean, this is so much on that, and I'd be curious to look at like, are these based off of tournament standard? These numbers that they give us,
Um,
like where this
I'm
sits
gonna guess yes. I
on
think the
the
rocket damage is more like 500 at level 15.
yeah, so like where that sits on like the Rocketeer, the Dark Goblin, like is he still one hitting them? I'm
Yeah,
guessing
he'll
probably.
definitely one hit the Dart Gob. I'm not
Uh,
sure. He'll definitely hit the Firecracker. Probably also yes.
yeah,
If I had to guess.
and then it would be like
Actually, no. It definitely won't be because she's always had more health than the bomber, right? Or maybe the same amount of health. Well,
yeah,
either way,
it's gonna be
he's not gonna be able to one hit the firecracker. That's
it's
actually tough.
it's gonna be brutal like that, and the Firecrackers is already annoying to deal with, so to
Oh
throw that in
man,
on that,
it's still such a good card. I can't believe it's not on here actually.
they just nerfed it too. It's just really good.
Yeah, I was gonna say the nerf was kind of a 50-50, to be honest.
And then we'll talk about the guards next. I think guards pretty OP on defense. I think a lot of people climbing ladder for the first time don't respect guards as much as they maybe should. I think guards really can do a lot. Uh,
Yeah, they're not too expensive.
but so actually 304 is the exact health of the Firecracker. So that's why all of these are
It
set
is
to 304, so that it can still counter
interesting.
Firecracker on
Okay,
all of them.
that's good. That is
So
good. I'm
yeah,
glad you
that
looked that
is
up.
when people question where they get these numbers from. It's based off of something else usually. It's not just a random. We're gonna just randomly do this. But yeah, the guards. It's not. I don't think this is going to be we're not going to see much of a drop rate on the guards after this, I don't think. Honestly,
Yeah,
we're gonna
I think
probably be
functionally
seeing.
they'll be the same.
I think we'll maybe seeing more people using guards, which is maybe why they preemptively nerfed them. Just because when you take out Furnace, when you take out Barry, when you take out this guy, the guards get a lot more value all of a sudden. When this isn't getting its first hit, my cursor's on the drill. Um, when that first hit's a little slower, your guards are going to get a little more value on that. So I just think that that's
True.
probably why we're getting this nerf. I don't think the guards were in a position where they're like, oh, you got to nerf them, but I think it's a preemptive nerf based on what they expect the current meta to be.
Yeah,
Switching,
I think that's true.
focus to talk about the minions. This is
Yeah,
a
probably necessary.
Yeah, they were probably the best common in the game. I mean, the knight's still really good, but minions I think are
At least
they're
the best common without an Evo, I would say for sure.
yeah, for sure. And just that range was just so good. I think this is necessary to make them more balanced. If you weren't using
Yeah.
the minions before, you've got another week to use them, however long we have. But
Yeah, they're gonna
the
get nerfed pretty good, I think.
yeah, the minion
This
horde
will change interactions.
the minion horde is just too OP for terrible, and so sucks for minion horde users. If you use the minion horde, I would recommend not using it. It's just never going to be good because they can never balance it with the normal minions unless they do a full-on rework, and maybe that's in the future. I don't know.
Yeah.
But that's kind of minions. Any other thoughts on the minions? I think the main reason they were attacked is because they were in the Goblin Giant deck, and then their range is just so good right now.
Yeah, it is good. I mean, there are a lot of different interactions that I'm still not used to, just because they're way more challenging. Because you got to space out spirits from the minions so they don't get one tapped and stuff. I mean, it's good. So I think a little less hit speed is going to be a pretty nice way to make them even out a little better. They might even lose that good interaction where they one hit the spirits now if you place them right,
Yeah.
because they're a little slower at attacking. So I mean, we'll have to just see what happens, I guess.
Yeah, some of these like damage ones, it's a little easier to see. Like we were able to look and see like how that's going to affect it, but the hit speed, and the movement speed stuff, like well, was it the monk? Like 4 years ago when they changed his speed and he ended up being like way better than they thought. He ended up being a
Oh,
buff when it was supposed to
no,
be a nerf.
I think it was the Mighty Miner. I'm
Yeah, it
pretty
was the
sure
Mighty
they
Miner. It
buffed
was
the
the
Mighty
Mighty
Miner's
Miner.
speed when he
Yes, it
came
was
out,
supposed
and
to
he was
be a
like
nerf.
fast for a week,
Yeah, it was
and they
supposed
had
to
to
be a
emergency
nerf.
nerf him because he was like way
Yes,
too good.
he was just melting towers. I remember that now. Yeah,
Oh man.
that was legendary. Yeah, so you never really know how it'll affect the meta. Um, Going on to the Skellies. This is one that I think is interesting because I don't think it affects the Evo. I don't think it affects the Skarmy. I don't think it really affects the Skeleton King and the Tombstone, but the Witch, I think this is going to affect the Witch a lot, and we can talk about that when we get to the Witch. Um, and then the Skeleton Barrel, I think this is going to affect a lot more than what we may see. Skeleton Barrel is really good.
Wow.
And they've nerfed it,
It
and
is.
they've nerfed it, and it's just so hard for them to put it in a position where it's not super overpowered with the Evo one. The Evo one is insane.
It's ridiculous. They should have never put that Evo in the game, man. I love it so much,
I
but
love
it
it so
is
much too.
so unbalanced.
Say before the Goblin Giant being destroyed, Skelly Barrel was kind of our shout out Geb. Um, he's a guy from our main clan who's a huge Skeleton Barrel guy. He liked it when it was bad, and then it got good. He liked it a lot. Um, but yeah, I think this is going to be. We're entering kind of Hog 2-6. I'm thinking is kind of gonna come back to being one of the main decks. We may see a little more Lava Loon with the
I would
current
love that.
wind conditions that are being nerfed, I think we're kind of opening up for a different meta than what we're in right now. I think this is going to be very different, and we'll talk about the metas and the meta decks right now and how we think that's going to be adjusted when we kind of switch focus. But I think that's all I have on the skeletons. Is there anything? If you have anything about the witch, we'll get to that when we get to the witch.
Yeah.
But if not, we can move to the vines.
Yeah. No, yes. Splash Yard was just gross this season. It was just it's probably the best deck in the game. There are different versions of Splash Yard at different times in the season. So I'm glad they're nerfing that shit. I was tired of it. I'll say it.
Yeah, I will say I do agree with kind of I would like to put my splash art is one that I would like to be better on her on my
Yeah, I'm not
you
very
know
good at it either.
based on the cards that I have. I think I have my account pulled up on the side there so you can see. Go to my splash art deck. It looks like I deleted it. We'll talk about decks and stuff later. But yeah, the splash yard was getting. The graveyard is so good. It was probably, even though the Gob Giant got the most hate, it was still probably the best. I would say it's been probably the best win condition this season. What do you think?
Yeah, it kind of has been. It's crazy. I think any beatdown heavy meta is gonna favor Graveyard. I just think the concept of the card is just so hard to balance properly, and it's just gonna it's really not gonna change that much how the card is used, but it's just depending on when it's best used is what the balance changes do. So I mean, I don't know. I just it'll definitely nerf Graveyard really, probably the worst because of the differentiated spawn rates between the skeletons. Like since they don't all spawn at the same time, then it's going to they're just not going to get nearly as much value, and they're not going to be able to collect up as quickly because they can't kill stuff very fast within their spawn range. So yeah,
Again, this. It seems like it's small, but
it's a lot for
it's
skellies. It's a
it's
lot.
impacting a lot of cards kind of in like a lot of splash yard is, I mean, not a lot, I guess Tombstone's kind of fallen out, but like Tombstone's pretty common in a decent amount of splash yards. Like Skeleton King is, in a lot of those splash yard, which the splash yard is the graveyard and then you like a tornado and then kind of splash damage for the defense. And then the witch too. I mean, Evo Witch is in
Yep.
splash yard decks.
And Goblin Hunt too.
And berries, So we're kind of Supercell went after the metas, and we were kind of like, hey, we're gonna take care of that. But yeah, closing thoughts, I guess, on the skeleton before we switch over to the vines.
No, that was all I had to say.
Yeah,
I'm
perfect.
I'm I kind of fell out of love with them a while ago, so I'm fine with them being nerfed.
Yeah,
I'm just happy my monk didn't get nerfed.
Yeah, this doesn't
I love that
affect
boy.
me much in the sense of I'll probably go to switch to skeleton barrel next season.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna have to see. I don't want to have to get another wind condition. I don't want to have to go back to Hog Quake or Piggy's Quake, but I might have to. And
Gross.
then we get to the big boy. The new card just came out this month. What was it, a $40 package to buy the vines? A little ridiculous.
Yep, it's actually still up. If y'all are waiting to buy this vines.
Buy the vines right now. Shout out vines because this is incredible. I think this is Void 2.0. I can't imagine. So the damage ticks.
Yeah, I've been trying to figure that out too.
I'm a little confused about. So does it do 5 ticks now, and they're nerfing it to 2? Or
Yeah,
does it do 2?
that is what's happening.
Okay, so it's gonna do 2 big hits instead of 5 little ones.
That's what it sounds like, but maybe I guess so because the damage nerf is obviously way less than the tick nerf. So
yeah,
yeah.
So I'm let me I'm gonna pull it up real quick
Yeah,
and see if
it still kills bombers though.
Still kills bombers, still kills princess. It still kills all those 3 elixir cards, I think, like those like
Yeah,
ones that it does right now.
yeah,
But
it's
it's the
fine.
yeah,
It's just the classic Supercell problem, where anytime they introduce a spell with a unique mechanic that's not just damage, they have to just slowly make it more and more just like regular damage
yeah. So
until
in the
it's exactly like look. Oh no, go ahead.
well, it's exactly like the void. Um,
Uh,
and I think it's they don't tell you in the card description, so we'd have to play it and see what the ticks are to see what that is on that.
yeah,
But
I
I'm
would
guessing
guess it would
since
just
it's
be two big
negative
picks.
60, it's taking it from 5 to 2, which so it's gonna be
Yeah,
two
for
bigger
sure.
ticks. I think that they're going to nerf this, and they'll probably nerf it again in November, and it's gonna be the Void. And the Void was so good when it came out. We can make a video on what the Void used to be, and kind of let you guys know
Oh,
like what that was. But the Void is just dead, and the Vines are going to
yeah, it
be
didn't
dead
last
because
long.
that's going to be just another that's going to just be another card that's not going to be able to find a balance because it's either going to be way too good or not good enough. And
Yeah.
that's what I think. I mean, is there a way you think that they could manage it to make it,
I don't know. I think it's gonna have to be. I think it's still gonna be good, but I think it's not gonna be nearly as universal as it was. So like, I don't know about y'all, but like this season, I just threw vines into every deck I had, and they all got better because just because I added vines. Like you just couldn't go wrong with it. It was so unbelievably good. But yeah, I don't think it's gonna work like that anymore. But I do think there
they
will be
nerfed it too.
a
It
few
already got
decks.
nerfed this month, didn't it?
Oh yeah, it
Yeah.
did get nerfed pretty hard on damage and yeah.
Yeah.
So
Um,
it's I don't know. I think that you're right, and they probably will nerf it again later because I think it's probably still going to be kind of OP in certain decks, but it won't be OP in all decks like it is right now.
yeah. Yet the more I'm kind of looking at this and the damage ticks, I don't think this really makes an impact at all. The more I think about it, because it stuns. So I'm assuming it does. So it's two
It still
seconds. So
stuns the same.
it's gonna
Yeah,
drag
the
your guy.
duration.
It's gonna drag your guy, and it's going to do 306 damage, and it's going to be first tick is when it first grabs him, and it's gonna do 153 damage. Next tick,
Yeah, that
a
sounds
second
right.
later, it's gonna be 153 damage. So it's going to actually kill the cards faster. It's kill. I'm changing my thoughts on this. This is actually not super bad.
But the ticks are going to be slower, right? So there will be one tick
Well, but the damage
at
isn't going.
1 second and two ticks at two
Yeah,
seconds.
but it has to be more damage per tick to still equal 306
It
damage.
is. Yeah, it is. So it depends on the cards. Like it'll kill
Like,
skeletons slower, but it'll kill certain other squishies faster because it won't have to do multiple ticks. But it will kill. I'm not sure if it'll
well,
kill guards at all anymore.
it because it probably won't kill guards anymore, but it's only two
So that's
seconds.
an important interaction. That is true. And a duration nerf actually changes that too. That's a good point.
Yeah, because now it's
But the
killing things
duration
in two
nerf is going to
seconds
be the
instead
worst
of
part, probably.
2.5 seconds.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it might be. It might
I
be a pretty good nerf,
I think
actually.
it's yeah. This
Like
is
a valid nerf.
yeah. Like I think this is going to be interesting to see how this progresses, and then I do think we'll see this get nerfed again. Um,
I do agree with that. It will
yeah.
most certainly get nerfed again.
Shout out Nicky Cheese in the chat. He says he's getting ready to buy vines right now. He knows what's up. Babe, yeah, that's the guy. Baby
It's
Dragon.
goaded.
This is I think everybody was expecting this. I think on release everybody
Yep,
was expecting this. Switching the cycle. I don't know why it was ever two.
one.
That's
But yeah,
or yeah, one. I don't know why it was ever one. I think everybody expected it to be two when they announced it. And they probably had it
yeah.
on, you know, one, to make it absolutely busted. The two's gonna put Baby Dragon right back where he belongs. I think the Baby Dragon's a fine card. I think it's where it belongs. It was where it would belong before the Evo. With the Evo, it's going to just make the Golem a little better.
Yep.
And I don't have much to say about it outside of I don't think this is a surprise. If you are
Yeah, I know. It
someone
was
who bought
inevitable.
the battle pass because you're like, I'm going to be using the one cycle Evo Baby Dragon for the rest of eternity, I think should have known
Yeah,
better
I mean,
probably.
it was a 4 elixir card, and if no 4 elixir card is ever going to be a 1 cycle and survive, I guess Goblin Cage is making it, but I don't know if it will forever. Yeah, there's just no way. Speaking of which, Goblin Cage or nerf is basically insignificant, and I don't think it'll make that card any worse at all.
Okay, we can
Just wanted to hit on that.
yeah, we can skip over the cannon and talk about the Goblin Cage because that's kind of what my thoughts are on that too. I wasn't really over the impression that the Goblin Cage was like super broken. Like I wasn't sitting here. It's not American.
It's pretty good. I don't know.
I wasn't sitting here
It's
thinking it
like
was ever broken, but I
probably,
never thought it was bad. I guess it is
I would
fourth
say it's
most
the
used.
second best. Yeah,
You can't. I
it's
guess you
one of
can't
the
see what I'm looking
one of
at.
the best defenses, I would say probably. Are
Yeah.
you looking at API?
I'm looking at the best cards right now over the last 7 days, and it is fourth on the usage rate or on the
Yeah, I
rating.
believe that completely.
So it is like
It's just a good card.
being used a lot.
Yeah. It's really popular in
Yeah, the win percentage on it's 53, which is pretty good, but I don't think it's those people are winning because of the cage. I think the decks it's in are good. And I guess that is one way to kind of get rid of them, if there's a couple of them, is with that. But yeah, I agree. I don't think we're going to see a whole lot of difference on. No one's going to take the brawler HP out because he's got less health. I think the
I mean,
Evo
they
of
literally just
this
took away
is,
the extra.
yeah, the extra health. Is that what that is? Just removing that? Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it's literally just
it
they removed the extra
this
that the
was only
Evo gets.
this was only really good because of the cage's interaction where it can pull in the Mega Knight and just shred your whatever guy
Oh
your
yeah,
opponent
it
plays.
was a really broken like anti-golem, or it is a really broken any kind of a beatdown deck. It's a very functional defense because it's only 4 elixir and it's a 1 cycle, which as we talked about in a 4 elixir card is pretty like if they get down a goblin cage and then you lightning it, then they could easily get down another goblin cage before you can even before your golem gets to the tower. Like it's just pretty broken. That's why it's so popular.
I would agree. So yeah, I think we'll see it slightly drop on the usage rate, but we're not going to be. He's not falling out of the meta right now. He's gonna still be in the decks he's in. And then switching back to the cannon, I think Evo
Yeah,
Cannon is super good. Evo Cannon is
it is
super good.
nasty.
This is going to be a decent blow, but the problem is normal cannon was really good, and then most decks that use the normal cannon, there's not a better Evo for it than the Evo cannon, so I don't think we're going to see the Evo cannon drop. I've got
It'll just get slightly less OP.
yeah, if I go on to Evos, so it's a, let me look at all. It's actually kind of one of the, I gotta click back on Evos. It's one of the more lower used Evos, which I think this goes back to the I think a lot of the balancing Supercell does is based off of upper, like when a professional player kind of complains about something is when they kind of look into it more than like the average player. That's why we're not seeing like I see this all the time where it's like nerf boss bandit, nerf boss bandit, nerf prince, nerf prince, but a higher skill player or like those guys that like boss bandits not being played in tournaments, so they're not really looking at the boss bandits gameplay. The prince is not really being used in a lot of those like world championship tournaments, so they're not looking at that gameplay, and that's why we're not seeing that, and that's why the cannon is lower on that overall. I am looking at ranked. I'd be curious if we look at top 200 how much that changes where that cannon's placed. Yeah, so the cannon moves up from the fourth worst to like a mid pack on that. So I think that's kind of where we're looking at on that. And then again, I do think they occasionally will do like a preemptive nerf, where they think, you know, 2-6 hog is going to be good, or hog firecracker is going to be. I mean, hog firecracker is not getting touched on this nerf at all. This balance change.
I
So I
know
think
it's kind of disgusting.
we'll see that grow, which is why they're nerfing the cannon and then nerfing the Evo Valk, which is the next one we have to talk about, the Evo Valk. I think this is justified. I think this is
Oh yeah.
just the bonus HP for the Evo version of the Valk. So this is not the
Yep.
normal. The normal Valk will be completely the same. So all you Valk lovers are still gonna have your Valk. But the Evo Valk is going to get the bonus health nerfed, and I think this is fine. I don't think we're going to see
Yeah.
a whole lot of changes. I'd be curious to maybe see like if it affects like if you got a Sparky, or not a Sparky, a P.E.K.K.A and a Goblin Giant coming at your Valk and she tornadoes them in, if she dies a lot quicker, or if it's kind of the same. But other than that, I
It'll
don't
definitely
think
die quicker.
if this
But
is going to be like a massive, you know, buy all, see all. People in the chat are saying right now that they love the Valk.
I
I love
love
the
the
Valk
Valk.
too.
She's pretty goated. She's definitely the hottest
I don't know if I'd go
Clash
that
Royale
far.
card.
Shout out chat. Should we do a video on a tier list on the hottest Clash Royale card? Um, Let us know if that's what we want to do in the comments, and we can set that up.
It's
Um,
it's Evo Valk, but it's fine.
Evo Valk is a crazy. They want it. The chat is going for it. I don't know if I can like messages, but I would like that one that says please, please, please bring us Evo Valk. We love the Evo Valk. And then going on to bombers. This is kind of a big one, I think, for the bombers. Bombers are really good. Your mom watches the stream. Yeah, we'll keep it PG for your mom, dude. We won't get anything crazy on that for your mom. We'll keep it PG when we do that. Let us know what she thinks, and we can put her opinion in
Yeah,
on the
we're
hottest
not
card.
talking about. Yeah, it's not like a sexual thing. It's just like,
It's just
you
a
know,
pure
you just think
exact
they look nice.
science thing, you know. That's what it comes down
Yeah,
to. And maybe I want to know what she thinks, and we can look in on that. But yeah, I think this is gonna
definitely a
be
good call.
the wall breakers. I think because it's hyper bait is really what they're used in the most right now. And then, is there anything else that the wall breakers are being used in besides hyper bait?
No, it's all just hyper bait because they're just so. You just play them with like, you know,
Yeah,
Skelly
two
Barrel.
4 3-0 average kind of.
Yeah,
Some of these
it's
rank
way up
decks are
there in
really
like
good. Yeah, it's actually,
all
it
the
seems
different rankings and
to
stuff.
be a lot of when you get to top 200, a lot of these guys are looking at anytime you need a cycle card, they're kind of putting that Evo wall breaker in. I think
Yeah,
if we look at
I mean I don't blame them. It's one of those things where the death damage on the Evo wall breakers is crazy. Like you can defend a whole push with a 2 elixir Evo. So if like it's one of those things that people don't even know about a lot of times because they want to use it on offense because it's just so much damage. But if you play Evo wall breakers on like a witch push, you can turn that to dust with 2 elixir. Like it's extremely broken. So this isn't gonna like affect their overpoweredness on damaging the tower very much at all. But it was definitely going to affect how OP they can be used on defense, which in my opinion was probably never their intended use. But you know what I'm saying?
yeah, I think that's something that I'm a guy that I never played him for defense. So hearing that definitely
Exactly.
makes
No one
sense.
ever does.
And I think that's why we're seeing that kind of on that higher. Do we get to see some gameplay? Yeah, we're gonna. So balance changes just came out today, so we're talking about that, and then we'll hop into some gameplay. We're down to do some funky decks. We're down to do some fun 2v2s. We'll get some viewers involved at some point if they want to. But right now, the balance changes are kind of a big deal, so we're going over it. We're almost through. The people that don't like the balance change commentary, we're almost through, and we can get into some gameplay action. We got the Witch coming up next. Again, I think this is going to hurt the Witch, the Evo Witch, because it's also going to affect her with the Skeleton nerf. So she's getting double nerfed here. She's not going to be quite as good as she's been. I don't think we're going to see her fall out of the meta. I think that's a card that's going to always be good. But I do think we're going to see her not be quite as overpowered. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I don't know. I think they're approaching a line right now for sure with the Evo Witch, where if they get her below a certain level, she's gonna be not that much better than the regular Witch, and the regular Witch is actually trash. So apologies if you're a big like Witch player. That's not Evo, but I think they are probably fine for now. I don't think she's going to be. I think she'll still be pretty busted in the witch cycle decks. But I think that they probably should be careful. I guess just not nerf her too hard because I don't think the regular witch is a very good card. So
I agree. I think, yeah, Witch is a card that you see it a lot more in kind of that mid ladder, especially the non-Evo version. So nerfing just the
yeah,
Evo, I think, is the right call here for sure. I think the
yeah,
healing was pretty overpowered, but we're going to get to a point where it's not going to be quite as overpowered. I think Supercell going
man.
forward shouldn't do any more healing, because it's either super busted or not good at all. Like the battle healer, they've always kind of struggled with to put her in where she's either super overpowered or she's terrible. You know, like or she's only good in like very specific unique decks. Like I think that mechanic is just too hard to balance in kind of what this game is. Any final thoughts on the Witch?
Nope. I just glad it happened. She needs to be worse. She's just too broken right now.
Oh. And then the chef. This is controversial. So
Yeah.
2 seasons ago, the thing was everyone was sitting here going, all of the towers are useless. You only use Princess. Princess is the best one. Everyone is terrible. And that was kind of the consensus from the community that I had heard and I had seen. I saw that from, like Jinxie. What's the attractive guy? Sir Tag,
Oh.
like him.
Oh, I
Like
guess.
those guys were like saying like, oh,
Man, you just called him the attractive guy.
hey, if that gets me on a Sir Tag video, I'll take it. But he's definitely the best looking Clash Royale YouTuber from what I've seen. Shout out Sir
From
Tag.
what you've seen,
We'll put that
I
in
just haven't seen me yet.
we'll put that in the clips. But and since that was kind of the consensus, they've only nerfed the non-princess towers. So the chef got hit
I
with a
know.
nerf last season. He's hit with a nerf again. The
Yeah.
Cannoneer was hit with a pretty big nerf last season, and you still see him used. Um, Hyperbait decks love it, and I think that's kind of, I don't know if Clash Royale has got something against the Hyperbait decks, but it seems like they don't. I mean, based off of what I've seen, like Vines is Hyperbait, Larry's are kind of Hyperbait, Barry is Hyperbait, you know, these guys are Hyperbait. Like they're kind of trying to get away from that Hyperbait meta, I think. But then when we go
Yeah,
on to
it's kind of annoying.
when
So
we get on to the chef, uh, we got some good questions from the chat here. Who are the top 5 Clash Royale YouTubers besides you guys? We'll do a full dive on this maybe sometime next week or later this week. I think that's a really good question. chat. I really like that. I think we can talk about that more. A quit, you know, top five, and I won't rank them in the top five, but who I would think are maybe like in order on who's first. But we're gonna go Surtag, Jinxie, Riley, and then you got to kind of go old school like Clash with Ash. Um, and then Pen is kind of new. There's this Mr. Sparkles guy, or Captain Sparkles, or Mr. Sparkles, or something. He's definitely a European guy. Super funny content. I'm really liking what he's putting out right now. So I think that'd be top five, and we'll do a deep dive later on that. But that's the quick list. Shout out all those guys. Obviously we're number one. Goes without saying with our one YouTube video so far. But I hope that that satisfies your needs, chat, and you guys are good with that quick list there. But yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the chef nerf. I think this kind of when the tower HP, I think for the most part should be the same for every tower. And then when they go through these
Yeah.
nerfs, you need to maybe look at more damage. I'm glad I can always meet your needs, chat. That's kind of always been my goal. But yeah, so I hope that's kind of, is that kind of what your thoughts are, or kind of what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah. I don't know. I kind of agree that I think the only reason that they have different healths for towers is because they're just not very well balanced. Towers just aren't very well
Yeah.
balanced. So that's just how they try to make up for it as best they can without like nerfing them too hard one direction or another. So I don't love it, and I think that was already the Royal Chef's second worst weakness. First being his terrible DPS.
Yeah.
So I don't get it. I don't really understand why they're keeping the Royal Chef the way he is. I think they just need to change the way the car or the tower works
Yeah,
in general if they're gonna make it
he needs a
like.
rework.
Yeah, I'm really not even sure what it would be, to be honest.
Yeah.
But they need some kind of a rework because
What
right
it
now it's so weird.
what it should have done off of release, and they can't do this now. Maybe they can make a new tower, but it's a little awkward that it's not the chef. Because he throws pancakes, and everyone remembers the P.E.K.K.A event where the pancakes, and it healed the
Yeah,
P.E.K.K.A. He should have healed your guys instead of leveling them up a
that would
tier,
have been cool.
Like, I think
I could have got
it
behind
would
that.
have made a little more sense, and maybe there is going to be like a healer tower that comes out. I think Supercell is trying to get away from these towers. I don't think they really kind of like those tower upgrades. I think it was a fun, quick cash grab, but now they're realizing like it's kind of a pain to deal with. So I don't like this because I'm in a position where when I see the Royal Chef, I'm like, oh, this guy's playing Royal Chef. This is going to be an easy win. But then I also play the Royal Chef, and I'm like, this is going to be busted because I'm going to be able to get, a level 18 P.E.K.K.A on the tower. Uh, so it's in a weird spot. I don't like the nerf. I think it was fine where it is. But again, I think they're kind of just. If you look at the main Goblin Giant deck, it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7 of the cards in that deck. 8 if you use. So that's almost the entire deck of cards are being nerfed on kind of that main one. So it's like they're really just trying to get rid of that deck.
Yep.
And then we'll kind of go forward on that.
Yeah.
Raid.
Well, it was something.
It was
Yeah,
really good.
rage.
Don't get it wrong. But yeah, we can set up a time to talk about that later because we can talk about the Goblin Giant deck forever. The Rage nerf is they
Yeah.
just I like
You
that it
know.
does damage now.
Well,
What are your thoughts
yeah.
on this?
It's my same beef with the vines. They're just making all cards more like each other. It just kind of makes me sad. I like the whole point. Like, bro, when the rage came out, it didn't even do damage. It just had crazy radius, and it was big, and it buffed for a long time. But now it does damage, and is being nerfed on time for longer and longer, so it has less of an effect. And now it's being nerfed as far as the actual rage amounts. So now they'll hit less fast and they'll move less fast when they're enraged. So it's just like yet another nerf to make it more like the Zap. It's just another Zap basically. I mean, that's what they're trying to do, just slowly so we don't notice.
Yeah, I agree. I think they make I I make they make these, new good updates, and then they fall flat on kind of how to keep it relevant or to keep it balanced, and then they kind of like try to
Yeah,
slowly revert it back to where it was.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
It's a bummer, but I mean, it does fall into that same issue where it was like, I mean, I don't really think Lumberjack was that popular this last season, but I actually think it was really really good. Like I played a Golem deck that played Evo Lumberjack, and it was just really hard to not win with it. So
I
it was definitely good, and this nerf will make the Ghost worse. I'm pretty sure. So
think it'll make the ghost worst.
I guess it won't because it didn't really damage or it didn't really nerf any of the
Oh,
like
you
the
mean the
duration or
the
these
the,
things.
the the Evo ghost.
Yeah,
Or
not
yeah,
the
okay.
Royal
I was
Ghost.
thinking the Royal Ghost. I was like, I don't know how this. I don't know anybody playing Royal Ghost Rage. Maybe that's something I don't know. I haven't hit Ultimate Champion, but our boy Swaggy's been Ultimate Champion. I've been close. I've been real close. I was 4 games away. Um, so he does
Oh,
know more than me on that end. But yeah, that makes sense. I do think that ghost on that lumberjack is actually like, I think that's a pretty good guy. I think people kind of sleep on him. I
man,
think you really only see
yeah.
lumberjack and lumberloon and golem. So I don't think these guys on the bottom here, or not E-barbs, E-golem is going to slightly be affected because I think you see these evos, paired with that guy a decent amount, but it's not a super big. I don't think this is going to be super game breaking or game busting. I think this is
Nah,
going to
nah. Yeah,
um, always going to be what it is. And I think that is
that
what
is
it is.
true.
And then this one, so this is all
Yeah,
slowdown effects. So every card that has a slowdown effect is going to get, write this down, people that use this. This is kind of a big deal because this is the first time that I think they've ever nerfed this. So it's the effect itself in the game. So anything that does a slowdown is going to interact and affect it. I don't think it's big enough where it's going to cause a major issue. I think since it works for every slowdown effect, you're not going to be like people aren't going to be switching the snowball for the ice golem or the ice wizard for the fisherman, which I think was the point of that. Um, but I think it's interesting, and I think this nerf was what they wanted, and then they're adding the rage on top of it as to not like the rage. Like this nerf buffs the rage in a sense, so it
yeah.
balances the
That is
two,
actually a
which
good point.
I think is kind of the point of all of that. I've got my notepad out. Yeah,
Yeah,
get your notepad on there and write this out. Ice guys suck. Yes, don't use these ice guys. You know better. If you have huge
yeah.
IQ, don't use ice guys.
They
Mickey
are low
Cheese is
skill, low
saying
brain.
gotta use ice guys. He's not happy about that. But I'm gonna have to agree with the other chatters that are saying ice guys suck. I think ice guys suck. So, and then the last balance change is a quote bug fix. I don't think this is a bug. I think this is a cop out. Clash Royale wants you to buy the Prince. Clash Royale wants you to have the Max Prince. The Prince is busted. The Prince is absolutely dominant. If you can take anything from our balance change review so far, Prince is the guy you want in your deck at all times. Prince, 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 Prince,
Oh, he's
Prince,
so
Prince.
gross.
Um, the nerf they're doing for this, or the quote bug fix they're doing for this, is he doesn't instantly attack after his charge. So apparently, if you broke up the
After,
charge
yeah,
with like a log
anything.
or you freeze or
For sure.
whatever, his first attack right off the bat, no speed, just hits it instantly, no delay, I guess. So they're getting rid of that. Apparently, all these cards had that. Um,
Yeah, I don't know about the lumber or the battering ram, but the rest of them makes sense.
yeah, the battle
I don't
rams.
understand.
Or no, the Ram Rider is the only one on this that I really use. So I don't have a whole lot of
Yeah,
say on this or these interactions. If this makes the Prince slightly worse, I'm here for it. I think the Prince is broken. We need a Bear
it
Rider
is
card.
probably.
Bear Rider card. What are
Your
the
Rider
thoughts
would
on that?
go
I think
crazy.
that would be good. I think that could be a champion. 8 elixir. It's got, Mega Knight health, and it's a little faster than the Mega Knight, and it goes straight for the tower, and it's a guy on a bear. It's a polar bear, obviously. I think that goes without saying, and that's something that I'm definitely a fan of and would like to be a part of. Uh, but that's the balance changes. And then we'll kind of look over real quick, just kind of the current meta decks. So this first one here isn't really going to be affected a whole lot. It's just going to be the Goblin Cage. Um, this deck is really not affected at all. We've got the Valk and and this is just the Hog Quake deck. And then the other, 2/6 Hog, probably not going to be super affected with the balance changes. We've got another 2/6 Hog deck. Expo, I think Expo is going to see some improvement. We're going to see some growth with the Expo. I think Logbait's going to get back into the meta. I think Riley not making world champs has made, Clash Royale kind of want to build the Logbait up a bit. This is another Logbait deck. And then we've got this is the kind of the broken no skill hog deck right now. And then another Logbait deck. And these are the top meta decks on Royale API. Shout out Royale API for getting all this data for us. And then yeah, Hog 6. I think a
They're
lot of
pretty
people are
good.
maybe just getting ready for Hog 6 to be in the meta. I think that's going to be the meta.
Oh,
But
it's
yeah, I
always
think
in the meta if you're good
I
enough.
I think that's the balance changes. That's kind of what we have on that. And if Swaggy's ready, I think we may hop into some 2v2s.
I'm good for it.
Once we set this up, should be ready to go
All right,
on some.
hold up. I gotta make sure I'm switched to my right deck.
Yeah,
Um,
set up for your 2v2 deck. So
yeah, I
2v2
keep
in
forgetting
Clash
about.
Royale is really kind of mid right now. They did the Clan Voyage, which is kind of what this stream is going to switch to is Clan Voyage farming. We're 500-ish trophies away from maxing Clan Voyage. I don't know if we'll hit that tonight or not. Nikki Cheese is hitting me with the 2v2. I'm gonna let him know. Add me and we can figure it out. And maybe me and
Oh,
Nikki
he wants to
Cheese
fight.
will hop in on a 2v2. Maybe we can do a 2v2 with the viewers, I think. We can maybe see if we can set that up. I think that'd be fun. My pass Royale, I've just got the one triple chest to open up. And we got some Berserkers, which is it's getting nerfed, so probably not going to upgrade those. And then, do you have your deck ready, Swaggy?
Oh yeah, baby.
Let me check mine. So I'm gonna use. Actually, I'm gonna probably see if I got a Goblin Giant right now is really good for 2v2s, so I would recommend using that on your 2v2s. I think with the Clan Voyage, the secret to getting your Clan Voyage set up, yeah, word Swag or Nikki Cheese, I like that. We just gotta get 2v2s with guys in your clan, and then beat down I think is what's good, because it's a quick win or a quick loss, and I think that helps grind those crowns faster for your clan on the Clan Voyage. We're close to hitting max on that with only like 14 guys. So we'll hop into some 2v2 now. I think that's what the people want. We want some
Give the
2v2s.
people.
So if you want to just send me the game, Swaggy.
All right, you wait. Do you have Goblin Curse in your deck? This is really important.
I believe yeah, so I've got I'm playing Gob Giant, Curse Rage, Furnace, Prince, Phoenix, Spirit Empress. So typically I wouldn't recommend
Perfect.
Phoenix and Spirit Empress, but I love both of those cards. And I would love to see us in a position where the Phoenix gets buffed. Spam in the chat Phoenix buff if you want to buff the Phoenix.
Now that's something that would make me happy. That's my original boy. That's how I got to Ultimate Champion the first time, was a Monk Phoenix Royal Giant deck. That's what got me there.
Yeah, the Phoenix is he's the homeboy. So
He's my goat. We just gotta bait some reactions out of these boys.
We're gonna go in. We're fighting for 2v2 rank to come back. I think once 2v2 ranked
I would love to see that.
We're going to be in a position where people will really be able to kind of see how good we can really set up 2v2 if we try for it.
Oh yeah, Witch at the bridge for that. He just used his ability. Come on, baby. Okay. Okay, these are all bad. Okay.
P.E.K.K.A. for this Mega Knight. So a lot of people will play Mega Knight on the bridge. Most of the time, that's a bad play. Spirit Empress on the tower every time. I'm telling you, those are rocket hits. That's a rocket every time. Spirit Empress on the tower is GG's. You get
defensive skeleton barrel? No, we're gonna let that happen.
We don't need that. I think we're fine. Those guys took hits.
I think we're fine too. Okay, now okay, hold up. I'm about to fireball it, so
yeah.
Get ready to.
Fireball's gonna get rid of the rest of that.
And you know what? Yeah, I was gonna say we don't even need a fireball anymore. She's dead. Oh, that dash is so good. Now I'm fireball. Slightly late. That's okay. We get a spirit.
They waited for us to play the curse before they played the Skarmy. Skarmy's not very good. Phoenix buff.
No, it's not. We just gotta get
a little sauce with some of the words he's saying right now. I'd be curious if other chatters wanted to keep it more PG and they didn't like what Nikki Cheese was saying right now.
Defensive golem.
And then I'm gonna furnace here to get some fire spirits on the Mega Knight, hopefully.
Keeping the Phoenix alive with the zap.
And then I can rage this.
Good rage, good rage. Oh my god, bruh. Look at this guy.
And then we're gonna tower. We're gonna take the tower here, I'm pretty sure.
Man, we're.
And then we're going to look at maybe doing a furnace up here. I think here it is. Good fireball. And yeah, basically these guys weren't very good. These was kind of a low skill. Boss Bandit's coming out now. They should have used that a little earlier, I think. That's okay. And then we can.
I don't know about this trick.
And then yeah, that'll be game. So. I agree. Buff Phoenix. I think the more we can get that hashtag going, the better off we'll be. I think the next legendary.
Maybe Superstar will hear us.
Maybe this is a hot take. The next legendary they buff, I think, should be the Phoenix. Minor redirect. Okay. Not us too. I like the idea of minor redirect. Whoever said that in the chat right now is really smart. I think we'll work on some minor plays. Maybe we make we make a minor deck where we can do some minor redirect with the minor zap. What do you think about that, Swaggy? Can we make some decks for that? So not quite as good in 2v2 as it is in normal play. But I love
there's too many plays you can make with 20 elixir.
You know, Red
Spirit down.
Hopping in our chat right now. He's I don't know who that guy is, but I know for a fact he's got to be one of the best guys to ever exist.
He's got to be.
Just based on what he said about the minor redirect. I'm gonna rage a little late here on accident.
One of a horrible barbarians, to be honest.
And then they're going
Unless he's got. Oh my god. Okay, hold up. I got a goblin hut.
With the golem.
Okay, not gonna lie. I may have missed.
That's
minor
okay.
miss.
That's okay because
it's fine.
Both of the golem and the Mega Knight, I think. So we're going to
hold on.
Massive counter push on the end here. I'm gonna curse this already, and then zap get some goblins. Curse zap is really good. Curse rage is really good.
What just happened? That was a goblin curse.
Is a rocket on the tower every time. It's rocket. It's just so good. It's unbeatable. That's the best play in the game. Write that down.
That's okay. I
Somebody
don't
in
know about
chat,
that.
put that in your notes. I think a guy was talking about putting things in his
Ah,
notes. Impress is on the tower is a rocket every time.
I don't got anything for that. You have to play something.
I can
That's
stop
fine. We
this
can let it
for
hit too.
just for the most part. Chat,
Oh,
let me know what we
oh,
think about this emote with the
Expo in
buddy
the
and the dad.
far left. I don't think he's farting in that. I think he's just.
I'm pretty sure that was
You just noticed that, bro?
yeah, I wasn't paying
Oh man, I don't think he did, man. I think we punished him pretty hard for that. Oh wow, that's oh my god. Wow, this guy is good. What is this? What are we playing? That is correct. There's no way they had Sparky the whole time. That is shocking. I mean, that's got to be tower, right? Not quite. They do. They do like 100 damage to hit at max. You gotta love it for that.
It's pretty crazy. GG's easy win. Yeah, that was best day of my life for real.
Okay, minor redirect.
Do we want to build some minor redirect decks? Red Storm, are you in the
I
chat?
feel
Say
like
something on if you want minor redirect. I don't know necessarily if that's a deck that's going to be good on 2v2, but I'm down to do some minor poison cycle.
let's both put rocket into our decks, right? And then we minor redirect plus, and one of us has tornado and rocket.
Okay. So
I don't have tornado unlocked yet though on this account.
I got tornado. I can do obviously at a minor, and then obviously you have to have zap.
Well,
and then what else do we think is gonna work on that? What? Tell me what you think I need.
just
I have pretty much every card. I can can get rocket. I can also buy the pass royale if we need to unlock cards.
Whoa there.
I don't have it yet
Funny.
on this account. I was waiting until I saw the balance, the official balance
I
changes, on if I wanted to buy the.
think other than that, we should pretty much just use cycle cards. Not gonna lie. I'm just gonna throw Barb Barrel,
This is not
Fire Spirit, E
necessarily
Spirit,
minor
Ice
redirect.
Spirit.
You're building minor cycle, which I don't think.
I don't know what you think minor redirect is.
Is super viable. No, we gotta have.
Anything's viable if you play with enough skill.
That's true. Put the furnace in there.
Have you seen the guys we've been playing recently? I don't think we even have to be that good.
That last group was really bad. I can throw the vines in there too. Vines are just really good. You'll
Yeah,
find when
vines
you
are
do
good minigun.
2v2s, it's gonna be fun. For sure. Make sure you're playing a 2v2 with a buddy. But you will play some degenerate players that do not know. Nikki, do you like cheese? Is what's going on in the chat right now. And this guy here says, wifey says this is some of the best content and she watches a lot of Clash. Well, I appreciate that. I assume she's probably super intelligent and super smart and she's able to differentiate between good gameplay and bad gameplay. So when she sees this, she knows that she's seeing some of the good and some of the best gameplay. So I appreciate that. I respect that. Tell her, get her Twitch on, hop on the chat and hop in and say a positive thing and let the people know. Red Storm, you were the guy that was all about this minor redirect. Is this a deck you think is good for minor redirect? Look at it and let me know in the chat. She says Nikki Cheese sucks for his bad takes. Yeah,
what?
Nikki Cheese has said some stuff that's a little rough in my chat right now. I'm not gonna lie. He said some good things. He said some bad
Come on,
things.
Nikki Cheese.
So that's.
Is his name really Nikki Cheese, by the way?
Nikki Cheese.
That's awesome if true.
Nikki Cheese 3 even. You need
He's like the
balloon.
third
Red
one.
Storm says we need the balloon. All right. What should I take out for balloon? Uh, I think that makes sense. Boss Bandit. That's this one. I don't know if you even know this card.
I'll put in balloon.
Oh, should
I think I have that card.
Swaggy use balloon since this is for 2v2? Or do we
I
both
got it.
need
Yep, I do have balloon.
balloon?
Okay, I think my deck's ready.
I'm waiting to see what chat says. All right, chat. I'm gonna go in, and if you think the deck's bad, we can change it. I don't have balloon, but
Okay, I have balloon.
there's an account called AirDog. He has the best minor redirect deck. So I'll have to look that up on Royale API, and I'll do that on the private
Yeah,
server.
someone's gonna have to send us that.
Because I don't want to dox that guy, but I can only imagine based off of chat that he's
Okay.
actually super, super, super good, and that minor redirect is what we need. We do have. I guess I could have taken poison out because I have only spells in my hand right
barrel.
now.
That's never ideal. Not gonna lie. Okay, see, I should have minored there to make him to force out something on the barb, but that was a mistake.
If you want help.
No.
Big
So
win
see,
I'm leaking. I can tornado this guy back a bit.
Stop. Oh, that was actually huge because now. Beautiful rocket.
Poison here.
Oh, I missed the miner, or I missed the P.E.K.K.A.
We're gonna lose this tower.
So.
And I'm gonna mine it
Oh,
this pocket here.
Big zap.
And then I think we can vines this.
Yeah, that's a good vines.
Come on, vines. Oh, barely got us. Big win percentage. All right, so
really high skill game.
At the exact deck, I think I've heard of this player before. I think I've watched him on Royale TV. I think he uses miner maybe on her miner. Obviously, he uses miner for miner redirect. He uses mortar. So maybe we look at adding mortar.
Yeah, I've really never played miner, to be honest. That's one of the cards I just haven't much messed with.
I misplayed my tornado.
It's okay. It happens to the best of us. It's fine. We can totally win this game.
We're off to a really good start.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. We're letting them think they. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I got a pig ass chicken in my face. Okay, hold on. This is what they're talking about.
Theoretically.
See, now they're shooting at the miner. I don't know. I think that's what they're talking about. Hey, we got a hit.
Furnace in the back. We can zap this and then mines.
Okay. Countered.
I don't think we're gonna be able to get this tower, but.
No, we can do it. Balloons plus miner.
Say that we failed on this right here, but
no, it's not over. Hold up. You gotta have faith.
Double miner. Miner redirect.
Come on, baby.
2 thumbs down on my end. We did get that balloon block after.
I was gonna say we definitely had something going there. We were just not
gotten that. There was a couple more times on that.
I guess I have to revert to my
voyage. So we unlocked. This is the second hardest chest to get on the clan voyage. Red Storm's giving us some more advice on minor redirect. He says it's okay. He says we're a little. I don't think he thinks.
I was nervous.
Yeah, it takes years of practice to master. I think that's where we're missing. We're not quite there. But
that sounds right. That felt really hard.
Off of this 2-star chest. So let's see what we can get for that, baby. Let's see what we can get. Everybody cross your fingers. Let's see what we get. 3 wild champion cards. So that's great, chat. That's super awesome. We're going to be able to go, we're going to be able to upgrade one of our champions when we go into ladder later. With those 3 wild cards. So that was really good. As you can see, most of the champion. Yeah, clip that is right. Red Storm is the storm coming. The storm already came. We got oh yeah. He says, oh yeah, he knows. We got the 3 wild cards. we're going great on that. That's big, boys. That's big. Yeah, chat, clip that. Mods, clip that. We got a bunch of mods, obviously. So that was huge. I think this minor deck, we're going to probably wait. Maybe we'll farm off stream to get better at it because we're clearly not good enough for it. But
Probably true.
what are we cooking up now for 2v2s? What are we
I'm
thinking?
I'm going some sort of a stinky baby dragon something. Some sort of a mega push with Evo baby dragon.
Let me is there a way where you can look
I'm
at 2v2s
throwing
easily?
that. There's a Royal API page for him, I'm pretty
Shout
sure.
out Clash Royale ranked 2v2. Anyone remember when that was good? Let's bring that back. I really liked when 2v2
Well,
was
let's
good.
see what. Whoa. Dark Elixir. There are so many different game modes for this game. Wow. Okay, never mind. There's no 2v2.
Not anymore. They used to be.
Oh wait, yeah, there
You
is.
do
Hold on, I
fan
found it.
meetups. Uh, only the fans. So chat, we do fan meetups. We'll do things with fans where we meet up and we hang out. To apply for that, you're gonna have to prove that you're pretty good at Clash Royale, obviously, and then you need like 3 or 4 real life skills that are worth me meeting you in real life. That's kind of how that goes. Send us a whisper or a DM on YouTube to kind of get involved on that, and we can kind of set you up on the fan meetups. We'll go
Yeah,
meet the
talk about
fans
rates and stuff.
and we'll talk to our guys and do that. I think in person Clash Royale is obviously always better. Um, and then maybe we'll do the OnlyFans. We don't have that right now, but I assume that's what that guy means when he says that. Maybe we will. I don't know. It's hard to know what the future holds. Um, but what is the deck you're running right now?
Do you have Ram Rider?
I think I have pretty much every card. Yeah, I can do Ram Rider.
Okay, yeah, put Ram Rider and Vines, Berserker, Minions, and then like a small spell and a cycle, and then like I
Lurker,
don't know. Is that everything? Is
Vines,
that 8?
Ice Spirit, and then a small spell. That
Yeah.
or
Is
like
that is that 8?
arrows. Um.
Um,
So I've got Berserker, Ram Rider, Vines, Ice Spirit, arrows for Zap.
um,
You have a full
do you have Minions?
DG mage. I have a full DG mage in a game called Celtic Cure. Is that good enough? Actually, I would say that's probably good enough, Red Storm. Um, yes, that's good enough. So I'll put you in on the list. That's good enough for sure. What was the question that you
Um,
had?
Pekka.
Yeah, I can put Pekka in.
Pekka.
Um, big,
And
huge.
then just whatever that feels like it's missing. I trust you. You'll put the right thing in. I
I'm
can't remember
real.
what it's supposed to be.
Yeah, I'm real smart. I'm gonna put minions in.
Do I have piggies?
Piggy,
I'm
piggy,
playing
piggy, piggy,
piggies,
piggy, 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 piggy.
and yeah, okay. Yeah, this
I,
is it.
I
This
was
is
gonna say
disgusting.
I could probably trade with you piggies if you don't have them.
No, I have them. How many cards do you have in your deck right now?
I need one more. I'm at 3-3.
One more.
Yeah, I got two
Um,
spells. Um,
2 spells. Pekka,
Berserker,
Ram Rider.
Ice Spirit, Ram Rider,
Berserker.
minions.
Um, dude, hold on.
I think Goblin Curse would go good with this. I think we'll be playing
Yeah, I think that's a valid pick.
someone with a
Goblin
Goblin.
Curse is always good.
I think we'll be playing someone, and Goblin Curse Zap is good. So Goblin Curse Rage is usually
Yeah,
the better matchup, but Goblin Curse Zap is also really good.
it is.
Especially
It's
for
better now because
defense or
yeah.
flipping. Clicked the wrong file there. So I'm ready to go back. Well, let me open my gold crate. We're opening a gold crate, guys. We're at
Hey,
69
you don't
out
want
of
to see the gold crate.
90 on the Pass Royale. If we get the full Pass Royale, maybe I'll buy it. Let's see what we get. 6K gold, so that puts us at a decent amount of gold. It's not great. I'm not super excited. And we're gonna go back in.
Okay.
Playing
Doc in the
Edgar
back.
Royale.
Oh my god, it's Edgar himself. Clash Royale's uncle.
Polyomo.
Okay, I think we lost.
So this guy's got no
I
brain
think
cells. Double elixir golem. So these guys are friends in real life.
I'm pretty sure that we lost. They're just gonna play Furnace in the back.
It's gonna be tough.
Um,
I almost feel like they misplayed that Furnace. But we've got 3 elixir golems. We're gonna berserker.
Yeah.
I should have played the curse a little higher so I could get the skeletons in. It looks like I'm gonna get the skeletons in anyways.
I was gonna say I think that was pretty good placement actually. Okay, hold on. We actually countered that into Oblivion.
That super good.
Wait, are they cooked?
I should have played my Ice Spirit a little higher to kind of stop that, and then I'm gonna go another berserker behind this guy, and then curse these.
Yeah, that berserker's going to town on the right side too.
Curse these goblins. No, a little late on the curse there. I needed to wait for my.
I don't think it mattered.
Decision, but I think we probably just beat
Bro.
So
They
GG
really
chat,
thought.
when you play
They
against
really
someone with
thought.
Elixir Golem, they probably have 0 brain cells, so it's gonna be an easy win. We don't like to be.
Buddy, I remember your E-Golem deck.
Yeah, but my E-Golem deck was high skill.
That just cannot be the truth. Man, we didn't even get to do the gimmick.
Probably right. We didn't get to do
At all.
anything on that. We
Yeah.
just decimated those guys.
We just countered and that won the game. That's all it was necessary. Okay.
Alright, so
Bush. He's a busher baiter.
I can't imagine Suspicious Bush is pretty good on 2v2s. I could be wrong.
Okay, wait. I'm just gonna arrows all this.
I'm gonna just curse.
It's gonna be.
Gonna play
That was bad. Not for them.
Crazy the tornado doesn't kill them, and they thought that would work. And we're gonna probably end up getting both
once
of
again.
these towers with this almost.
Once again, horrible plays. I got both of those lanes.
Yeah, that's a good one.
The Dark Goblin in the middle got them both. That's why he's my goat.
We're gonna get that tower.
Okay, that was a good start to that game.
We might just eat this hit here if we even get one, and we don't even get a hit here. So we're gonna dab on him
Don't
real
even.
quick. Always use your emotes to your advantage.
A little bit of psychological warfare is good. Just a little bit. Okay, I'll just counter this with Skellies and Fire Spirit. So I'm just gonna Baby Dragon left lane. God, he one tapped my buddy. Doesn't matter. Sneaky. Okay. We might be in a comfy spot. Wait, no, we're fine. Okay, wait, yeah, that was actually terrible for them. Jeez, these guys are trash. Sorry to my mom is cool. I'm sure your mom is way cooler than you are.
And your mom is way cooler than his mom, I can guarantee it.
Hopefully his mom is cool.
Hopefully
I got Valkyrie for that?
Yeah. I don't have curse in my hand, but I can do a Valk curse or a Berserker curse real quick. Oh wait, no I can't.
Man, what a broken strat, or what could be. Alright, it's time to piggies and baby drag. No, he's gonna turn it to dust. God, what a stupid card. Look at how fast that one piggy ran. Oh my god, they're gonna take our tower. Fine, I think we're gonna take their tower.
And then I can berserker these arrows, or these archers, and then I can even Ice Spirit. Yeah, we don't even have to guard here.
I've just been saving my girl.
So
I guess I'll play her now, there's no reason not to.
They're in spell cycle range, so we're not super concerned this is going to be an easy win. Executioner probably. Oh, Mega Knight.
Big skill. Oh my god, this is so stupid. Oh man.
Easy win. easy win.
That was one of the lowest brain games I've ever played.
Life is
It's kind of
still
fun though.
living. Maybe it's time to take a break. Alright, we'll hop back in.
Sorry, we don't take breaks. You break, you die.
Die, you die.
Not Buck from Ice Age 3.
My favorite guy.
He's my favorite guy. He's
Alright,
probably the
chat.
greatest cartoon character ever made.
Alright, chat, what do we think? Pretty good so far on these 2v2 decks? Is this the best 2v2 deck? We'll find out. I didn't even really have to use my P.E.K.K.A.
He really didn't.
Ram Rider.
It just proves
Zap this.
he hadn't. Oh,
Nothing to zap. Crazy.
there's just no way that was a good play. Rocket on Valk. Who is this guy?
And then I'm gonna P.E.K.K.A. the bridge here.
Where's this little goblin? It's okay. I got
can
got
curse
goblins.
if they play a Skarmy. Curse if they play a witch. I can even.
I had $1 for every Witcher.
Yeah, fine.
I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it.
No, it's too late.
No.
It's already played.
It's fine. It's fine. This freaking mother witch is probably gonna kill our baby dragon though. Never mind. Oh, I should have piggies there.
Drop an Ice Spirit
It's
Knight.
fine.
No, I think it's worth it to save the piggies for when you have the Evo baby dragon.
That's true, and I will. And 4 more elixir.
Right.
Or 5.
I can't see my elixir. I got that glitch on my TV. But we're fine. That was an
You got Gobhead on
insanely
there.
bad. That's a really bad placement on the graveyard. If we need tips on graveyard, drop in the chat and we can make a video on where to play the graveyard. But that was terrible.
No, that was actually goated because we couldn't rocket it. Or they rocketed it afterwards.
Not true.
Oh, okay. No, it was not a good placement.
Say that was
Dude, who
the freeze on the Ram Rider counter is we'll take that every day. Ari, we'll
That's
take that
really
every day,
funny.
baby.
Okay. Baby dragon in the back.
I'm gonna berserker
Followed
on the
by
bridge
piggies.
to try and force something out.
Honestly, Berserker on the bridge. And Berserker on the bridge, not a bad play.
Berserker on the bridge. And then I can P.E.K.K.A. the bridge too. And then I can even
No way.
I don't have Evo P.E.K.K.A, so I don't know if that
Kind of a
affects my
disgusting
deck.
rocket. I think I'm gonna piggies here just for the speed.
I'll
Good
find
good
something
vines.
I think's gonna be good, and then we can first,
That's tower. That's why the Evo Baby Dragon is actually disgustingly good. Despite everything.
that
Because you
berserker
can just
on
do
the
that.
vines there was also crazy. And then I'm
Yeah,
gonna be able to zap and
one of the
piggy
most
these
effective
guys.
combos.
Even Dark Goggins is doing so much work for us right now. Dark Goggins go, Dark Goggins go. So I can zap this, and then minions up here, curse, and it doesn't even
And that's
matter.
game, baby. That's
Alright.
a well-seasoned defense.
So I'm gonna have you hop into a 1v1 real quick. I gotta take a quick phone call. Sound good?
Okay, bet. Yeah, sounds good. I'm gonna hop in right now.
Actually, no wait, no, you can't commentate Sriracha playing. Shout out Sriracha.
Don't worry, this is gonna be.
He was in the chat and he wanted us to watch him. We'll set it up where we can watch him.
Aw, sorry, Srirachi.
It's fine. It's just yeah, just hop into a 1v1 real quick so I can
Oh yeah,
take
my bad.
this. And then you should still be able to hear you talk on the stream. If not, it's fine, but I'm gonna mute my mic real quick. So,
Bet.
just keep talking.
All right, sounds good. I'm gonna just lock in. Play a perfect game against this guy that I'm totally not 2 levels higher than. Except I do have some pretty underleveled stuff going on here. Like my nasty little knight. You know what? I'm gonna pressure a little bit. Death damage go? It's gonna pull it back maybe? No, that's probably good. That was a lot of damage. Let's see. I don't even remember what he has. Skarmy? Something else? Oh, I think Little Buddy gave up. Nope. High Cannon. I missed. It's okay, I got 2. Please get pulled. Oh my god. No. Wait. Okay, it's not over. But I definitely am in a worse spot than I was. I think I'm out of pressure. Maybe that was a little aggressive. Maybe not. It's a lot of damage. Let's go low. Ice Spirit. Oh, he's gonna one hit it. Oh, he's not going to. Wow. Not messing with that. Terrifying. This to tank. Hopefully he overcommits so I can go left lane. He has no building, so meh. Come on, play something. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Okay, all's well. No, nothing bad happened there. All good happened. Come on, play something that has a lot of elixir. Please. Whatever. Oh no. Damn. Interesting. Okay, so I'm kind of in a tough spot, not gonna lie. So I think I have to make like a real push with like starting with Knight, Scaly Barrel on top. He's gonna hog. No, he's not gonna hog. He's gonna go naked. Okay, this was a push, followed by E Spirit for Skarmy. Come on. Okay, that was still a lot of damage. I think I'm just gonna keep spamming him. Yeah, that's not. Okay, that's like a much better defense. Okay, I think this is pretty much a solved game at this point. Slightly lower cannon, so he can't suck me for that. Okay, yeah, there's no way he's defending that. Bro just does not have the skill. Hit him with the same emote right back. You know, just for bro. Alright, well, I think you guys probably aren't going to get to see me play anymore, so I'll try just to see what happens.
What is up, Chad? I'm
Yeah.
back.
Oh, he's back.
That was a quick easy 1-2, get it done.
That's a good timing because I just finished
Shout,
exactly one game.
shout out my homegirls. Yeah, I could hear your conversation while I was doing my thing, so it's
Oh,
fine. But that's good. That's fun. We got a pretty good win there.
it was way harder than I thought it was
In
going to be.
overtime, it was. So the thing we're gonna have to run into when we do some of these lower battle games is there's a lot of guys with like Smurf accounts, and I get a
That's
free
a,
evolution shard, so that's awesome. So I'm now at 6. So when next season rolls around, drop in the comments what you think. Which Evo should I get for October? It's up for debate. I've got 6 wild shards now on that, so we'll kind of see what's good, what's popping, and what we need to kind of put in on that. I did talk to our good friend Srirachi. So he's kind of a part of our main clan. Um, and he's not going to be able to do anything on tonight's stream, but you know, maybe this weekend he wants to hop in and do some streaming for us. He's pretty good. I
huge.
mean, he's got 9K wins, 12,000 trophies, 8 years played. He's got the battle healer badge. You know, he's
Awesome.
a guy that's going to be hurt a bit on the meta changes. But you know, if you guys want him in on the on some content with him, let me know. I mean, he's a solid player, and we'll set that up with him for sure. He was in the chat earlier tonight. He's got a lot of clan cards collected, so I think that's pretty cool. It looks
Yeah, we
like
love that
got
guy.
Swaggy for his tag for this is God's Hand. Post in the comments on what you think he should change his name to. I don't like that name very much. But we'll watch a gameplay this before we hop back
Hey,
into
it's a
doing some more
reference, bro.
2v2s.
Come on.
I
You haven't seen
understand
the
that.
reference?
What's it
What? What's the reference?
is it a Jujutsu Kaisen reference?
No.
No. Okay, what is it a reference to? Maybe I don't know.
It's, you know who Diego Maradona is?
Uh, doesn't necessarily ring a bell.
Oh, I misplayed that. Um, well, he was an old football player, and by football I mean soccer. Um, and he slapped a ball out of the net at like a world soccer or like a world football finals, with his hand, which is illegal, but the refs didn't see him do it. And so like I don't remember who it was, but a bunch of people started calling his hand the hand of God because he like got away with basically cheating his way to win. And
Okay.
yeah, that's called.
Um,
That's because it's my alt, you know.
yeah, fair enough. Yeah, again, me and when we do these streams, we kind of do them on alt accounts just because I think it's a little more fun. It's a little more casual. We'll have you hop into one more 1v1 if you're okay with that, or I can hop into 1v1 and you can watch. Kind of let me know what you want on that.
I want to see you 1v1. I'm still too low right now with so my
Yeah.
my games aren't very interesting.
Yeah, mine are. We're pretty much. I'm always playing a higher level guy. Uh,
Yeah, that's what makes it fun.
yeah, so I can hop into a. I'll do a trophy road. I don't have a ranked unlocked on this account yet. So you can see, I was getting pretty close to boot camp. I'm gonna take a look at the clan leaderboards. It's just me and God's Hand online right now. The Dark Knight. Um, Everybody spam in the chat how much you hate the Dark Knight. Mid, low tier, bad skill, low skill guy. He probably uses Mega Knight. We'll see. Actually, he
Man,
doesn't. He uses Hog, Boulder, Melton King. But
we hate this guy.
hit him with the. He's the chief of the Celtic Heroes clan. So like, I love this guy to death. I've talked to him on the phone for countless hours. He's a good friend of mine, like a great guy. I like him a lot.
But
But
we hate him.
he's had this Clash Royale clan for 5 years of him grinding, and this is an account that I have technically for 3 years, but I was 3K trophies last season. I'm at 7K now, so I've almost caught him. So we've got some beef there. So let me know, if we
You are
want to
about to
do
pass him.
some comments and some, maybe we do some 1v1 battles or some best of 3 stuff. Winner takes all. But I'll hop into it. Let me check my deck. This is the deck I'm using right now. My Goblin Curse is a little under leveled right now, but I don't want to upgrade it because I'm thinking I'm going to probably play Splash Yard next season. So I'm in a weird spot where I don't want to grind ladder a whole lot. Because my cards are under leveled and I'm planning on switching my deck, which is why my cards are kind of under leveled. I had some people comment on some of our YouTube where they were like, "Oh, your cards, you need to upgrade them." Like I'm waiting to see how the meta adjusts before I kind of upgrade some of my cards. And then I have some issues on Supercell with my main account in terms of logging it on to other devices, which is why I'm only using this one. But I think this is a fun one to kind of do this on and get some feedback and see what people think. So we're gonna hop in now, and then again, this is gonna be Ultimate Champion spectating, so that's gonna be a pretty cool. And then we'll just kind of switch to more 2v2 stuff probably after this, unless we want to keep on this. We can alternate ladder climbs too. I'm gonna Phoenix in the
I'd be
back.
down for that.
And then arrows this just to get rid of this. So this guy's the same level as me. He doesn't have the pass. I'm gonna go ahead and giant here because he played that gang in the back, so I know I can curse it.
Ooh.
Inferno Tower is gonna be tough, so he's playing somewhat of a classic log bait. He's playing pretty much fully classic log bait, I would probably say. I'm gonna maybe get a hit
Hey,
with the
Phoenix
Phoenix.
buff on death damage.
The death damage
That
was
that,
good.
that did more damage than it used to.
I'm so glad they brought that back. It didn't do anything before. And then I'm gonna
It did a little
crown
bit.
Empress here. I don't think it did. I think it was a full-on new buff. Fact check us and check us on that to make sure I'm not. Obviously, we've got different opinions on that.
Yeah, I think if I'm not mistaken, they did a. It used to have a damage reduction from its regular damage on towers, but then
Yeah,
they
I
like brought
thought
it
it.
back up to
I
100%.
thought it went from a 0% to 70% damage buff on towers.
Maybe that is true. Maybe
Could
I
be
don't know.
wrong.
We'd
Could
have
not
to
be
check.
wrong. And then I'm
Oh
gonna
man,
Phoenix
yeah,
up
this
on
is a
top of
fast
here because
cycle,
I just
bro.
have to use my Phoenix. Yeah, my deck is not very good against classic log bait because of the Inferno Tower, which just shreds the Goblin Giants,
Yeah.
especially if I don't have the Evo. And then I still
What's
got a
your
hit there, and then I can arrows this, but yeah.
What's your last card?
Rage.
Yeah, Rage. Yeah, you're gonna have to sneaky kill his Inferno Tower
He's got to be
somehow.
really good because he's just waiting with that Inferno for my Gob Giant. And I don't
Yeah,
have the
I think
Evo Gob Giant, so I don't get advantage on that end.
I think your best shot
Empress up here,
is
I think, because I
to
want to try.
Gob Giant and then try and snipe the Inferno Tower with the Spirit Empress.
That's what I was
So
wanting.
like Gob Giant at the bridge and then Spirit Empress in the middle, maybe then followed by Prince once you can afford it or something like
What is
that.
this? Yeah, what do we think about this? Am I gonna get some good shit? No, Princess gotta go off. Yeah, that was
If
fair.
your
That
goblins weren't
sucks.
level
That was
9, you would have
bad.
got some hits.
Yeah, my Goblin Curse is super low. I was getting that.
Yeah,
That was a
that's
card I
pretty
didn't
brutal.
upgrade because I was waiting to kind of see how the balance changes affected it. Um, and they didn't affect that at all on the balance changes, I don't think. And then Rocket is maybe going to beat me here. I think he definitely beat me here.
Yeah,
So that sucks.
yeah,
Hate to see it. But that is just kind of what happens on this. And then I can.
yeah. It's a hard counter, unfortunately.
Yeah, that was a good rage predict too, but it just didn't matter. Too little, too late, I guess. But
Yeah,
sometimes you lose. Clash Royale is a game that you're going to get really mad if you play it if you don't kind of understand that you're going to run into a position where you're going to play somebody who just has a hard counter. So this guy's got 744 wins. And
sounds
then
like a
I
nerf
have
or smurf.
434 wins, so he's got almost double my wins. So it's
Yeah,
not super upsetting, but I did have a pretty high win rate on ladder on this account. And we're playing two guys with the pass Royale, so these guys probably know each other in real life.
probably. You're gonna go the sneaky push. Okay,
Yeah, we're gonna
the real
make
push now.
a big push, and then we're gonna bind this already to get rid of that.
Good find, I'd say. Yep, that's a hit.
Yep.
Okay, so
So
I'm
we
gonna
got a
play
decent
Skelly Barrel in
late
the
game here.
back. I got Fire Spirit for that Skelly Barrel.
Ice Spirit up
Oh dear.
here. That's a crazy clone. So these guys are playing clone Goblin Giant basically.
Oh my god, it
And they're
worked.
gonna take the tower on this probably.
It's actually incredible. Look at that.
Yeah, that was tough.
It's okay. We can still win this. We got the equipment, I think, to pull it off. We just got to be careful from now on. Now that we know what they have, we just got to keep them from being able to get that close. All right, low Tesla, I think, because we're missing a tower already. And then once that's dead, I'm gonna do another mini push. Hopefully they don't respond to it. Okay, I messed that up, and they already responded.
I'm gonna get ready for some. No, I'm gonna wait.
Yeah, get ready. I'll when that Skelly Barrel pops, use the vines. Yeah,
I already used them, and then
that was good timing. Just didn't quite work.
no, Ice Wizard still survives.
That was a bad.
This is gonna be a tough one to come back from.
Yeah, this is rough. That's okay though. It's not unachievable. Oh, buddy's sleepy. So am I. Okay, another Tesla. I just want to get to my Evo.
That was a lot to do. Teleport to there. Better Ice Spirit. Are you able to play like Sea of Thieves right now? Like, are we able to hop on that or?
Probably not.
Probably not. For like a Minecraft.
Man, that was such a waste of a Elo Skelly barrel.
I'm gonna try and ride her back here. I'm thinking like the games I like. In chat, let me know if there's a game that you would rather me play. But I like Clash Royale, I like Minecraft, and I like Sea of Thieves. So those are the games I want to play, and those are the games I want to elevate with what I can. But I want to get. I know that there's a learning curve on Sea of Thieves, and I just want to get better at that than what we're at now, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
Because I
that's.
haven't played it in over
I
years, so
actually
I
am
know
down to
we have
play.
to grind for it. Can you play it like right now?
No, not right now. I have to go to
Okay.
bed, but
You have to go to
um,
bed?
I could probably get on this weekend or something. Yeah,
I
bro. I have to get up and hopefully work out tomorrow morning.
oh,
I've been
you're
telling myself I'm gonna do it
yeah,
for a
you're not.
week.
You save that for Friday morning or for Saturday morning.
Yeah, I'm 900% less likely to do that on Saturday morning.
You're not doing it tomorrow morning. I can tell you that for a fact. I know for a fact. If you, I'll tell you what. I'll make a deal with you right now. If you, when you say workout, what do you mean?
Probably elliptical for 45 minutes and then do like a lightweight routine.
Like what time?
Probably 7:30 or 8.
So, what if we, what if we play Sea of Thieves tonight, and then Saturday morning together? Maybe we don't have to do a stream for it, but we Saturday morning we do our workouts at the same time, like that
See,
7.
I would agree with that if my girlfriend wasn't sleeping in front of the TV where I would play my games at.
Okay. Okay, that's fair.
So
That's fair.
unfortunately, I'm kind of soft locked on the whole
No,
any kind
that's
of console game thing.
yeah, that's valid. So are you gonna go to bed now, or do you want to do some more Clash stuff?
I could probably 2v2 for like a little while longer or do whatever.
Oh
I'm down
yeah,
for
okay,
whatever.
I'm cool.
I could try to push.
Let's.
I could try to
How
make a
about?
15K push. I'm really
I was
close.
gonna
I'm
say, where are
13.
you on Marodana? Let's watch just a game or two on that, and then we'll see how that goes and go back to maybe some 2v2s.
I'm down for that. All right, let me
Okay.
play. Let me play this stupid golem deck I've been using, which is a load of fun. And I'm gonna boost my minions and my berserker, so at least it looks like I have a full maxed out deck. Okay. All right.
Paul, you remember Paul? Corey, you remember Paul?
Yeah, that's my goat. I love that guy. What about him?
He's trying to figure out how to watch the live.
You got to get him in, dude. If we could get Paul here in on a call, that would go crazy. See, normally I would lightning this witch, but I don't have my favorite starting hand, so we're gonna make sure he can't push too hard by putting this Empress in the back.
Yeah, all right, hold on. I don't.
Okay, see,
Make
I
sure
knew
we
the little
watch the
freak was gonna
live.
use his hog or something like that, so we're gonna
So we're playing
berserky.
E2 right now with Maradona. We're watching. This is a 15K push. Spirit Empress is not quite as good as she used to be, but she's still pretty good.
She is still pretty good, and this girl's level 16. So, ooh, okay, hold on. Okay,
That was really
okay.
bad arrows for him. I
That
feel
was
like you're gonna
definitely
maybe
not his
get
best
you.
arrows I've ever seen, but I
Oh,
think
nope.
I'm gonna
The Empress would
lumberjack
have
in the
gotten a hit
front
there.
here. Hopefully, he's probably gonna. Okay, he's got cannon cart. Interesting, interesting. Well, at least this is nothing, and I'll probably get some buddies. Yeah. Okay. Play minions. Okay, man, that was really kind of a bad minions. Very slightly. And then I'll get in another one of these furnaces in the back, and then I'm gonna get my golem push going. as soon as he starts dying. And then, as long as I play it right, it's probably over. Okay, wait. This is terrifying, actually.
Yeah, this guy's playing a
Um,
crazy
you have to
deck
leak a little bit.
for kind of how high we are right now.
Oh my god, she's on the tower. Ugh.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, that was an
He's got
unfortunate misplay.
Evo Firecracker, Evo Valk. And this is
Okay,
just kind of a goofy off-meta deck for this Edu guy. Like shout out this guy for not playing a meta deck.
so he locks on, Lumberjack. Probably
Yeah,
gonna go in
this
Furnace. Oh, I was one tile off, man. This is where yeah, okay, that's unfortunate as well.
we're gonna get some good damage
Okay,
here
I'm gonna have to
though.
lightning that.
Yeah, you're gonna have to, which is a little rough.
I
But
think I'm
we're
gonna
gonna
take his
probably
tower
take
though.
that tower, and we're gonna actually have a solid push on the King Tower. If we can stop
Oh,
that
yeah,
hog.
see. If I only had the lightning, man, I could have
Yeah.
stopped it right there, but
Or fine.
okay, well, I have the opportunity, luckily, to go both lanes here because they're about the same.
Yeah, that King
So
Tower is.
I'm gonna go ahead and just try to cycle to my Evos and hope he makes some sort of a really bad mistake. If I
Yeah.
can lightning, if he plays one more card, I'll lightning that. But that's not what I
Yeah,
wanted
so
to play.
when you're
He's
in a
gonna make my
position like this, and you've got both towers on equal death damage, you want to defend, essentially, because you're going to probably end up getting chip damage that makes up for it on your counter
If he
pushes.
makes a single mistake too,
Um,
I'll just
but,
gall him in the middle,
yeah,
and
yeah,
it's over.
same.
You know?
If you can put that sneaky golem in, we can put ourselves in a really good spot.
Yeah. Yeah, all he has to do is play just enough elixir, just like somewhere away from there, and I will probably sneaky golem.
Yeah, so
But I'm gonna
we're in
lightning this, I
overtime right
think.
now, and we're
I'm
gonna get
really
this
hoping he
game.
plays Valk. Ugh,
Yeah, good.
dude, this guy's a goblin.
Yeah, dude, if you had Goblin Curse in this deck, this would have been a good matchup for you. But since you don't, it's not. Which just shows how one card can make a massive difference on kind of your matchups. Which is always something to kind of keep an eye out on.
Okay,
We're gonna
I think
get
it's
this guy's not gonna get a lot of value out of this one, which I think is gonna be really, really good.
okay. It's time for a sneaky golem
Yeah, and
because
then
the
we're gonna be
lumberjack
able to
might have a
get
chance
that.
at killing
We're
a
gonna
lot
get
of
the
important
ghost,
stuff.
and then the ghost lumberjack is going to maybe.
Come on,
We don't
low
even need
ghost.
the ghost lumberjack. Like this is game. That's game. That's game. That's a game. GG's. GG's. That's game. That's game. That's game.
Man, that was kind of sweaty, but
That
I
was
feel like we looked had him
that was
on
tough.
his heels the whole time.
That was good. I liked where that was at.
But yeah, that's that golem push that you make before they know you have golem the first time. Like sometimes there are better times to play golem earlier, like if they really make a mistake. But that first golem push is almost unstoppable unless they just happen to have just like super lockdown defense.
Yeah. So what are we 3 games away from 15 for you?
I'll be at yeah, I'll be at. I mean, I keep getting 145 instead of 150, so I might be 4 games away.
You're at
But man, I've
425,
been at
4-5.
oh yeah, I've been at 14, 850 so many times this season. It's been brutal.
Yeah, that I haven't. I
I'll
was
play some.
sitting
Oh,
pretty good on ladder, and then I played 2 games and lost. Which put me in a bad
that's just
spot.
what happens. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Did you go back into a game?
I did go back into a
Yeah.
game. I wouldn't. I don't know if. Oh man, I was gonna tell you not to watch this one.
No, you're good. I'm already
Dude,
tuned in.
my barbarian got sniped. It was
Alright, so
Yeah, I guess you knew I was
I'm
gonna play that.
actually Paul's having some technical issues, so I'm gonna call him real quick and see if that works to help him. He may not pick up, so I'm gonna mute myself, so it's gonna just be
Okay.
your audio. So just kind of
Okay, sounds good.
commentate the game. All right.
Yeah,
Perfect.
I'll think about it.
Okay, buddy. It was gonna be awkward silence if you don't.
And I'm going for late plays to get better value, but I'm just not pulling them off. Probably just ought to play safer. If I was smart, that's what I would do. But I'm okay. You know what? I go for a bar barrel. Hopefully that he doesn't. Okay. You know what? That's fine. It's fine. Time for my golem push. So we're just gonna golem, and then see I can counter minions. But maybe I want to wait, build elixir, so maybe I can play the Empress instead. case that's a better play. Okay, it's going to be a better play to play the Furnace because he's going to support this, and then I need to lightning it before he gets his second hit. Shit. Oh, shit. Dude, he outplayed me so well. Okay, that's fine. I think it's probably fine. Oh, man. Man. Okay. Well, I'm up elixir still. Just not in a great spot. Okay. That's a rough jump. Minions for the muskie. Okay, so we definitely have a shot here. I'm gonna lightning this. Please play something else. Dear, please play something else. It's fine. He didn't expect it, so I'm gonna get a bunch of value out of that. Oh man, that's gotta be game. Yep, that's game. I can lightning that. Wow. Honestly, kind of a nasty little choke on his part. I feel like he should have been able to break through me with this crazy offense he's got going on here. Oh wait. Dear God. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, he thought. Yeah. Yeah, come on, bro. I'm sorry. I got 145 again. What do these boys want from me? I just want to get to 15K. You're going to make me play another 8 games. 14,690. So that means I have to play 3 more because even if I win 2 at 150, that's 990. So I have to, yeah, it's great. All right, well, I'll just go back in, see what Captain
Yeah,
does.
you're
Maybe
you're
he'll
good.
spectate.
You're good to go back in. I can spectate.
You know what? Good luck, brother. Oh, what a respectful guy. Chacaritas FC. Okay, he's got gross. Gross, buddy. Okay, well, I have the Empress, but she's not in cycle, so hopefully. And lumber here. That way, he doesn't get much value, and then I'm gonna lightning this witch before he can do much with it. Come on, sneaky hit. Oh, it's fine. I got pretty good lightning value, and I killed. Ooh, and he outranges the princess tower. Like, oh my god, he had to waste. Dog, surely you didn't have to do that to yourself. Kill it. That is so funny. Do I golem? I golemed. I think that was the right. I think that was the right call. Level. Oh, he golems. What? No, he didn't. Why would he do that? What? Oh my god, he's gonna. Oh my god. Okay, I gotta get back to lightning. Wait, why didn't I? No. 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 Can't win this fight. You can't win this. Okay, I'm up on him. Berserky's gonna take the tower. That's why she's nasty, bro. She just does a lot of damage right now. She does a lot of damage right now. The DPS nerf is gonna be good for the balance of the game. Not good for her. She's gonna be a lot less popular. She'll get subbed out for knights a lot more often. Like how no one played her before she got her damage buffs and stuff. I'll play the minions after these busts, so that way I don't take the damage. And is he gonna? No, he doesn't snipe. Okay.
We won that last game.
Okay. Yeah, it was kind of crazy. Come on, die. Thank you. Yeah, bro. If I win this, I'm 2 games out, and I am definitely gonna win. So he has.
Yeah,
there's just no way he's got
we're
the
playing
equipment.
Golem Witch, which again I think this is a deck that's going to be slightly affected with the new meta.
Yeah.
but like these guys are going to have to get better when the meta changes. Because when
Yeah, they definitely are.
3 of
Because
your
Witch
cards
in the
are
back, I mean,
affected on the meta, that's going to have to kind of change your gameplay a bit. But we're
okay.
sitting good on
I'm at
this.
840.
Yeah, let me so you know the push to 15K I think is kind of what is entertaining right now. So we'll keep watching you go in if you want to keep going in.
All right. Yeah, I'll go back in. I think, yeah, I'll go back in with this deck, and if I win, I'm gonna switch.
Okay.
Because that's what Supercell doesn't want you to know.
Yeah.
Is